William Ruto released a 2022 manifesto outlining what the Kenya Kwanza government was going to do in 100 days in office after taking power as the president. Allow me in this particular video to lay bare and expose how Kenyans were conned in believing that some things were effected as promised by William Ruto himself. There are so many things William Ruto said he was going to do in his first 100 days in office. There were so many, but allow me to pick only three. And in these three, I have done an extensive research on them to find out if what is on paper is what is on the ground. I also want you to help me. If there is somewhere I will misinform you, then I stand guided and corrected at the comment section. Can we listen to what William Ruto promised Kenyans?
In our first 100 days, we will implement the constitutional requirement of a police service commission to have its own budget and its own accounting officer. We do not believe that the police should be begging for money from the office of the president. The police should run its own independent budget with its own accounting officer. The saying, "He who pays the piper calls the tune," is the current problem with our criminal justice system. Kenya Kwanza will end all unauthorized evictions and property demolitions. The kind of spectacle we see in Kariobangi and Korogosho is not only inhuman, it is unconstitutional, and it should never be allowed to happen to any other Kenyan. Kenya Kwanza will ensure that we respect, we protect, and defend freedom of worship. We will lift the existing moratorium on registration of new religious organizations and expedite the registration processes.
Number one, William Ruto said that in his 100 days in office, he will operationalize and give the police an independent budget that has zero external control as it used to do. Ruto argues that previously, police budget was under the office of the president. But what is the current state of this? Of course, William Ruto signed an executive order to make the police budget independent. But the biggest question is, how independent is the police budget? I want to show you how you were conned, people. Nataka niwaonyeshe vile mlitapeliwa. Now, from the police, the accounting officer, the reality, is the principal secretary Ministry of Interior, in collaboration with the Inspector General of Police, who controls the budget. It is still under the office of the president, but under an independent budget vote. Who funds the budget? The National Treasury. Who oversights the budget? Ministry, Parliament, and the control budget, and even IPOA. So, despite having their own account, the police service still faces external controls as follows. Number one, every year, the police must defend their budget estimates before the National Assembly's Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security. Parliament can cut or increase the funding. National Treasury control. The Treasury determines the ceiling, that is the maximum amount the police can receive based on the country's total revenue. Any withdrawal of funds from the police account must still be authorized by the controller of budget to ensure the money is being used for its intended lawful purpose. So the biggest question I'm asking you, how independent is this budget as promised by William Ruto? Number two, Ruto promised an end to all unauthorized evictions and property demolitions. What is on the ground? Allow me to give you the facts. Since President William Ruto took office in 2022, we've had so many demolitions and evictions, more than what happened in Uhuru Kenyatta's entire 10 years rule. Miaka tatu Ruto amekuwa serikali, we've experienced the highest number of evictions and demolitions. Miaka tatu, which has never been seen before, even in the entire 10 years of the Jubilee government. Allow me to name them. Number one, the Nairobi River demolitions. You remember that? Areas impacted: Mathare, Mukuru kwa Njenga, Kiambu, and Gidogoro. An estimation of 120,000 people to 150,000 people were affected. Now, affordable housing project evictions. Makongeni Estate, 40,000 residents were evicted despite an active court order. You see how you were conned? Makongeni had an active court order, lakini Ruto akasema fukuza hao fukuza hao watu, chase them away. Lakini mliambiwa there shall never be evictions and demolitions. You remember Goodlay Estate in 2024 that was demolished to pave way for modern housing that affected hundreds of people. You remember Starehe, Pangani, Bahati, where residents were often told they would have first right of purchase for the new units, something that never happened. Mau Forest. In 2023, the government resumed evictions in the Mau Forest complex, impacting the Ogiek community. Human rights groups came in, reported that the Ogiek community in the Sasimwani area in Narok faced home burnings and displacement. Munakumbuka Mavoko, Portland demolitions, pale maeneo ya Earth River, munakumbuka hiyo, and so many demolitions that have happened in Kenya. Lakini kwa manifesto mliambiwa there shall never be demolitions. Lastly, Ruto promised to defend, respect freedom of worship. He said he will lift the moratorium on registration of new religious organizations. Of course he did it, but later he regretted. And now he has been forced kukuja na kitu tunaita the Presidential Task Force chaired by Reverend Mutava Musimi. The task force proposed a hybrid model that combines self-regulation, churches policing themselves through umbrella bodies, with the government oversight, which pastors have opposed. Lakini muliambiwa freedom has come. Mukapelekwa State House, mukaambiwa ongea riba shaka riba sanda pale State House. Mukaambiwa freedom, freedom, freedom has come. But what is on the ground? As much as Ruto said watatoa zile sheria zilikuwa zimewekwa, Ruto has come up with a regulation that is going to regulate you, including ile sadaka munakusanya. Lakini muliambiwa freedom has come, mukaimba. Kwa hiyo video mumesikia vile mnapiga makofi. But what is the reality? You were conned in broad daylight. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.